So you've learned a bunch of equations for straight lines. We have mx plus b form. We have y minus y naught equals m times x minus x naught. And you have ax plus by equals c. Which one do you want to use? Well, it really just depends on what you're given and what you're asked for. So notice that slope-intercept has slope and intercept. M is the slope and b is the intercept. So if you're given, say, a slope and intercept, that's what you'd want to do. So like if they tell you, find the equation of a line that say passes through the point, or let's do that has passes through point 0 comma 1 and has a slope of 3. Well, that's just directly y equals mx plus b. Done. Very easy. It would be a lot harder to use any of these other equations for that situation. Okay, how about the next equation? When would you want to use point slope form? That's the second equation. Well, point slope form is nice when you know the slope, that's m, and you know a point, x naught, y naught. So you might notice we could have used that here. We have a point and we have the slope. It would have actually worked out, except we would have to simplify to get that. So like if I were given that 0 comma 1 m equals 3 situation, well, that's just y minus y naught is equal to m times x minus x naught. So now we'd say, okay, we have to simplify. Y minus 1 equals 3x, or y equals 3x plus 1. It's the same thing, but we had to simplify, so that's why it'd be better to use slope-intercept here. Where this really shines, though, is what if we're given a different point? What if we'd say it goes through the point, say, 2 comma 1, and has a slope of 3? Now, mx plus b is going to be a lot harder. But in this case, for point slope form, well, it's just y minus the y value is equal to the m times x minus the x value. You're done, box it, and turn it in. We don't have to simplify, usually. You could, if you wanted to, distribute that 3 to get 3x minus 6, add 1 to get y equals 3x minus 5, but then you've put it into this form. I like to just leave it into slope-intercept form. So we know I like to leave it in point slope form. So we know slope intercept and we know point slope form. What about standard form? Well, I'm going to be honest here. In algebra, I do not know of a single situation where you would actually want to know this form. If you do know of one, besides where the teacher just directly says use standard form for some reason, let me know. I'm curious to see. In calculus, once you get into more advanced levels, there are reasons to use standard form. But in algebra, it's just completely pointless from everything that I've seen.